and the fourth blue channel on the central electrodes. I start the transient treatment. Thanks to this monitor, it is very easy to check and control all the functions. Let's see step by step all the things I need to do. Press the first button to continue and all the treatment functions will appear. It's possible to check the layout that I've just finished by clicking on this button. The figure that appears shows needed cable, necessary electrodes in type and number, the frequency to use that can change from 400 Hz to 600 Hz, the position of the electrodes on the body and wires connection. I go through the parameters which give me the opportunity to customize the treatment. I set up 20 minutes of total time session. And let's talk about the frequency. With the transient function, frequency variation is very important because it will change the result by giving a more slimming or firming effect, depending on my client's problem. For this layout, I'll use 400 Hz.
Per questa tavola verrà utilizzata la frequenza 400 Hz.
Automatically, the equipment sets 3 seconds action and 6 seconds pause because these selected times prevent the creation of lactic acid and muscle fatigue. The channel number is 4. At the end, I press the start button. And the treatment goes on. I'll explain to my client, in this case to the model, that she will feel a slight tingling and afterwards the real stimulation. I press the plus button until I can see a muscle movement on all the interested areas. Then, if necessary, I can regulate each channel one by one. You can see all the muscles are moving together. I can now decide to increase the input to some specific areas. In this case, the leg movement is very good, but the abdominal area is moving a little bit less. So I'll increase the third channel until I can see the stimulation and then the movement itself. You can clearly see the isotonic movement. Now, let's balance the treatment. I'll slightly increase the stimulation on the abdominal area.
E a questo punto possiamo leggermente incrementare
and on the left leg too.
Questa gamba, quindi della gamba sinistra della modella.
The transient treatment, thanks to a series of square waves, slightly transformed into trapezoidal ones, makes an isotonic movement on the treated muscle with a particular torsion.
Quindi il movimento che si vede in questo momento è esattamente questo.
I am simulating the real movement with a towel. The muscle bundles are making an isotonic contraction with a slight torsion. This particular movement quickly eliminates all the interstitial liquids and toxins that through the blood circulation will reach the kidneys and be naturally expelled by diuresis.
Perché abbiamo detto che il muscolo esegue anche un movimento di tipo isotonico.
This type of movement is also useful to reshape the treated area because the muscle needs energy to move. But our equipment does not provide this. Therefore, the needed energy will be supplied by the tissues around the treated area.
ai tessuti circostanti alla zona di trattamento. Verranno bruciati prima
First the sugars, then the fats will be burned to give us a quick inch loss result.
il rimodellamento che si ottiene.
The body reshaping will be obtained thanks to the isotonic movement, because every time the muscle moves, it increases its tone.
Anche muscolare.
Concluding, we have three important effects: localized slimming, firming and reshaping. 10 treatments will be required to start the reshaping of the area. There is no limit to the total number of treatments required. You will suggest the number depending on the inch loss and on the reshaping effect that your client needs. The treatment is finished, so let's remove the electrodes and the cables. I take the measurements again to verify what has happened. I'll place the tape measure on the same position as before to see how many centimeters our model has lost. On the waist, as you can see, we have a 5.5 centimeter loss. Before it was 80 centimeters, now it is 74.5 centimeters. On the hips, putting the tape in the same place,
Quindi facciamo in modo di rimettere il centimetro nella stessa posizione e anche qui
you can see a 3.5 centimeter loss. It was 97.5 centimeters. Now it is 94 centimeters. The last point is the thigh area.
posizionando il centimetro sui segni.
In the same way, I check, and I can see there is a 2.5 centimeter loss. Before, the circumference was 60 centimeters. Now it is 57.5 centimeters.
Quindi la misura della coscia con un ottimo risultato e quindi vi ricordo che
Now you can see that in just 20 minutes, transient treatment will offer your client these kind of results, comfortably lying down on a bed. Transient function. Examples of body and face layouts. Now you will see some transient treatment layouts put into practice in order to memorize the positions of the electrodes. At the end of the video, you will find all the layouts for this function. Moreover, all the layouts are included on the equipment's integrated monitor and in the enclosure of the user manual. According to the area and beauty problem, you will be able to personalize your own treatments. Table 3R. Front slimming and firming treatment. Abdomen. Mirror layout. Frequency from 400 Hz to 600 Hz. For this abdomen treatment, I use the bipolar cable with the connector reference color red. I'll use the first 4 channels. The violet, first channel. The brown, second channel. The white, third channel. the blue fourth channel. Table 5R, back slimming treatment. Waist, hips, glute, thighs. Alternated layout, frequency 400 Hz. For this treatment, I'll use the quadrupole cable reference color green. First channel, violet. Second channel, brown. Third channel, white. Fourth channel, blue. Table 8R, back slimming and firming treatment. Waist, hips, glute. Mirror layout, frequency from 400 Hz to 600 Hz. For this treatment, I'll use the bipolar cable with the reference color red. The violet first channel. The brown second channel.